We start with 1 hour chart. Just want to give a quick update. If you refer to our analysis in my last video, when the price was within this move, we mentioned we're looking for the correction similar to what we have here for next trade to look for buy. As you can see, the price reversed, but it doesn't give us any trade setup to look for buy. Anyway, we want to see how we can look at the chart. First of all, if we put this stop in relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we don't see the divergence, and here we have a divergence. Then how we can look at the trade and how we can look at the chart. First, we prefer to move to higher time frame. We want to see what we have based on higher time frame. As you can see, based on daily chart, we get the reversal relative to this. Now we want to see whether we can look for, whether the price can continue or not. Mostly, we need to see the correction for continuation. Then how we can trade based on for lower time frame. If we move to forward chart, as we can see, the price almost take the previous stop, but it couldn't break. Now, if we want to see the continuation, right now we're looking at this correction. That's why if we want to look for trade for buy, we need to see the breakout of the stop. If not, how about this one turn to a flat for one more drop? The reasons I want to highlight this, most of the charts they have at this movement because of when the price drop here because of the Bitcoin, the rest they got the similar movement. That's why if we want to look for continuation, we need to get the trade proper trade set up with the breakout of the previous stop. What I mean by the breakout of the previous stop was the value for that almost 0.0404. Okay, that's why if we're going to buy without the breakout of this stop, we expect them. We're buying at the top of this correction. Mostly we prefer to buy even we have been looking to look for buy when the price was here, and this is what we get. But how about if we buy at the top and the price drop and this one turned to flat? All right. But anyway, based on the forward chart, we don't have any information that the price can reverse. That means still we can look for buy, but we should have the proper trade setup. Then how we can look for proper trade setup? If we move to forward chart, sorry, if we move to 1 hour chart, we mentioned the only way one of the indicators just show me the divergence. And we mentioned if we want to look for buy, we want to put this two relative to each other for flat. But what I get here just a more reversal, and it didn't give me any trade setup. Then, if the price continue from here, the only way to look for trade, either having entry above the top or we see the continuation with the sharp move as a flag. If we get any flag, we take the trade. And even if we want to have entry above this, we need to see the sharp move and breakout similar to what we get here as a sharp move. Okay. And the best things if I want to look for trade, I prefer this one give me one more drop. We see the flat, and if this one turn to deeper, then we can look for the running flat. But whether we get one more drop or not, it depends. Maybe we don't get it and the price continue from here. Okay. That's why if you want to look for trade, for buy, the best things, the safest things, if we get one more drop, then from there we look for reversal. And even if we get the trade, we need to see the breakout of the previous stop. What I mean by previous stop, if we move to forward chart, just now I explained it will be more easier if I put there, I put my line there. This is what we're looking for. Okay, then we move to 1 hour chart. We want to see the breakout of the stop. That's why buying as long as the price haven't break the stop is really risky. Just now I explained based on forward chart. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. And as I mentioned, if you want to buy, we're buying at the top of this big correction, and we need to be really careful. And anyway, right now we don't have any trade setup, and I mentioned how we can look for trade. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or trade setup, I will share. Thanks.